What's up guys, it's Roger and welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be covering how to blink on Javelin-4, which is this weekend's Trials map. We're going to be going over your fragments and aspects, and your grenades, which you're going to want to use for your Void 3.0, the weapons I've been using, and the mods on my armor. So let's go ahead and start with our aspects and fragments and all that good stuff. So I do have Nova Warp on, just because my favorite super, and I actually just did a Nova Warp guide, so if you're wondering how to use that a little better, go watch that. I'll put it on the end screen for you. Next up, of course, all this is very self-explanatory, Healing Rift, and I'm going to be using Axion Bolts. I think they're really good on Javelin-4. People really like to clump up in a lot of specific areas, and Axion Bolts really help lock them down, chase them out. Just helps with making their positioning change, which can let you follow up and kill them with your guns. Next up, we're going to have Feed the Void, because I think Devour is just a little too good not to have on. It's such a good ability, and I would recommend running it about 90 to 95% of the time. And pairing with that, I'm actually going to use Chaos Accelerant. Now, I love Child of the Old Gods, and I've been running it almost all the time as well, but I wanted to try Chaos Accelerant again, especially with Axion Bolts. Having the overcharged ones can be extremely useful. Now, coming into our fragments here, we're only going to have 3 fragment slots because we have Chaos Accelerant on instead of Child of the Old Gods. So, our first fragment is going to be Echo of Persistence. That's going to give void buffs applied to you. Being our Devour here, we're going to have increased duration, so it's going to go from a 10 seconds on our Devour to 15 seconds, which is a big bump up. We lose 10 recovery, but that's okay, I'm still at 100. Now, going next to that, we have Echo of Dilation. This is one of my personal favorites, and I've been making a bunch of use out of it on Javelin. People are so close to you that they're often on your radar almost all the time, and they clump together so much that being able to crouch and get a really detailed radar shows you how many people are there and exactly where they're both standing and where they might be coming from. So, highly recommend that. Plus we get 10 mobility and 10 intellect from that. You can't go wrong with raw stats. After that, we have Echo of Instability. Now I haven't really tried this one too much, but I have been liking it. Defeating targets with grenades grants volatile rounds to your void weapons. That's also plus 10 strength. Can't go wrong there. The new pocket singularity melee is absolutely amazing. Volatile rounds, when somebody's volatile, they get afflicted with unstable void energy and they explode upon taking additional damage, so you can just kill them much easier. So it can be very helpful. I haven't seen it come into play too much, but when you do get a early round grenade kill, which is a big thing this build focuses on, then you can go ahead and have volatile rounds, which is a great thing to use. So that's going to cover up Void 3.0. Let's go ahead and hop over to our weapons next. Okay, so here's going to be our weapons. We're using the Cantata hand cannon. Now, I really like this hand cannon, I've been loving it lately. My roll has rapid hit and opening shot on it, so I'm going to get some extra stability and reload speed whenever I can hit 3 consecutive precision hits, which is pretty often, of course. And then opening shot just gives you some extra range and stability, I believe, on that opening shot, your first bullet. So that can be very useful. I've been liking it a lot. You could go for something like a 120 hand cannon. I think that would also be very good. I need something to infuse in my Igneous Hammer. I was considering using that, but I went for the Cantata, and I don't regret it. Pairing with that, we're going to be using a Wastelander M5. I love this shotgun. It's a lightweight frame, and if you haven't tried it, I definitely recommend it. I'm a little lower in power level than some other people. Some people are like 1560, and I'm at 1550, so sometimes it did whiff, so you gotta be careful with that, but I highly recommend it. Now, let's move over here to our mods. On the helmet, I have 2 hand cannon targetings. This is amazing. They have hand cannon targeting for 1 energy on this season artifact, so make sure you have that and always use those whenever you're using a hand cannon, because targeting mods are amazing and we want to be able to get that extra target acquisition, accuracy, and aim down sight speeds. It just makes the Cantata even better than it already is. For the gloves here, I have quick charge on. We do not have quick draw on this shotgun, so we need something to help it. It does have 74 handling already, so that's pretty good, but with quick charge here, that's going to become Charged with Light by rapidly defeating multiple combatants with fusion rifles or shotguns. That's already great, but we have the extra perk, which gives us greatly increased ready speed for shotguns and a lot of other things, but shotguns in this case. So that lets us pull out our shotgun almost just as fast as if we had quick draw. So that's amazing. Coming down to the chest armor here, I just have 2 unflinching hand cannons. I gotta say, getting flinch is quite annoying, especially on a 140, but the unflinchings definitely help that out. For the boots, same stuff I'm usually running, just some Radiant Light, some extra little mods and stuff. And then down here, stat increased Devouring Depths and High Energy Fire, just so we have that extra damage if we ever do get charged with light. And Devouring Depths, ooh, I gotta tell you guys, this mod is really good. It gives you a 30% damage increase on your Void supers when you have Devour active. I don't get to take too much advantage of it because I'm barely getting supers in trials because it takes so long to charge the Nova Warp. But I have a video coming out on this in a couple days. And let me tell you, ooh, that's a great mod. So I think that covers everything. If you have any questions because I didn't cover anything that you might want to know about, then go ahead and leave them in the comments. I'd be happy to answer. But for now, let's go ahead and hop into some gameplay. So these first 10 clips I'm going to show you are clips that I'm going to get right off the start, which is a big part of my strategies in trials. I'm always trying to get quick picks and go from there, especially since I play solo. Getting quick picks is huge for me. Then my random teammates can help me clean up. So I throw the Axion here and just get as many shots off as I can, and I get 2 kills with the Axion, and my teammate goes in and takes him out, even though I was ready to take out the third guy as well. And that's my strategy, is getting the Axion out, if you can see them on the radar, and then following up with a hand cannon. It's a little laggy here, so excuse that, it's just the file. But I see them ahead of me, so I start charging up an Axion, throw it through Diamond Door, and this thing goes off and gets me a triple kill. So that's best case scenario. That's the only time that happened for me. But there was a lot of other times where I got 1 or 2 kills from it, or I was even able just to push because it enabled me to get them out of their positioning and then follow up. So you see there, the Axion follows, I get good shots on him, and the teammate picks up another guy that I actually did hit as well. I go over here and take some nice shots, triple tap that guy, take him out, and teammate takes out the other guy. So you're really just using that Axion and charging it, watching your radar. I see them in front of me on the radar here, charge the Axion, throw it over. I know it's going to chase them because it has such a large radius, and then I follow up while they have to shoot that and take out my hand cannon and get a quick double kill. The Osteostriga crutch kills me, and then we lost the round, but that's alright. Now the thing I like here is there's so many different paths you can take. I've been using this one a lot where I blink right over to here like you just saw, and then I look towards stairs where a lot of snipers usually sit. I was able to triple tap that guy, saw somebody close to me on the radar, so I decided to back up a little bit, but I was able to take the nice shots and take him out. I was looking for the last enemy and he was right there, so I blinked over his head, turned around and got a nice shotgun shot. I was going to switch to my hand cannon and take him out, but teammate did the work for me and took him out himself. Now, I was coming out here looking at the radar, saw them over there, unfortunately took a shot and there was somebody right next to me, so I used a blink to get out of there. Now I had to figure out what I wanted to do. So I charged the Axion, got hit, but got a really good charged Axion on them. After that, I knew I could blink aggressively and get a better position and take the fight with them. This guy decided to repeat before he was fully healed, which got me a 2-tap. Now, this blink worked out for me, but be careful when you blink like that, because it takes a bit for your weapons to ready, and you might not get the kill if you can't get your shots off. So just be aware, do as I say and not as I do all the time, you know? That's going to depend on your enemy, and I got a little bit lucky, but just be aware of that. Now coming out here, as you can see, I went over towards B site, so like I'm saying, there's different pathing options you can take, and a lot of them will work out for you. I faced off with that guy and was able to take him out. The other one peeked, and I was looking for him. He comes through Diamond Door, so I re-peek here in a second, do good shots on him, and then follow up with a perfect blink to get behind him and take him out so he couldn't get away. And that secured us the round. As I was saying before, I really did start to like this pathing specifically. Going right next to this rocket in the middle was a great place to do. Charged the Axion, got it on that guy, and then peeked down lane here and was able to take him out. Saw his teammate was invis, so I snapped up and headshotted him. Oh, sorry, a body shot. And I did whiff right there. And it took my teammates like the entire rest of the round, and they finally won. It was a headache, but that's just to show you, even I whiff sometimes, but the first part was really good. Now again, here I saw them on my radar, so charge the Axion, throw it out there. Saw it start chasing them, so took some good shots, and was able to kill 2 very quickly. Now the third guy was over here, I was going to kill him myself, but teammates took him out and secured us that first round. And that actually was the last round of that match, so you can see that can work the entire match. Now this is the last start one that I have for you guys, and then we're going to get into some clips where I just was playing throughout the game with this loadout. But you can see here I'm looking down towards Diamond Door, see them on the radar, use my dilation to see a more detailed view of them, and then threw my Axion. That secured 2 kills, and I start firing off at this guy. He throws the smoke at me. I hate smoke grenades. I don't get how more people don't complain about these things, but I hate them. He came in here, slid up, and I flicked over and took him out. So that's going to finish our start clips for you, but we're going to go ahead and some more meaty gameplay clips now. So the rest of the video will be way more impressive actual gameplay, and not just the starts. So here we were down 1, our teammate died, so we had to go in and try to take these guys out. Now they threw a stasis wall right into my face, so that was pretty annoying, but teammate came in and started going off on them. So I helped him out and took some shots, and we were able to take 2 out together. I got a nice 2-tap on him, but thought I had to reload even though I had 1 bullet, slid back in and flicked up to his head and took him out to secure the round. As you can see, throwing Axions in places like that can be amazing. Now, there's enemies here, and I was kind of getting stuck, so I had to be very smart about this. I didn't want to get wiped, because we were already down teammate. So I blinked out of there, and turned around, threw my Axion, and then flicked onto this guy and took him out. I blinked back, and saw that this guy was chasing behind my teammate, so I shot him really quick. 69, nice. And then saw this guy. I was going to chase with a shotgun, but he decided to turn around, so I switched my hand cannon really quick, and luckily I was the better player, so I won that fight. Now coming into this one, this is another do as I say and not as I do. We were up 4-1. This play secured us the game, but it was a stupid play. Like, don't do this if you're not up by a lot of rounds and completely confident that you're going to win. I only did it because I knew we'd win even if I threw a round away, and it was really funny and got me a good clip. Now coming up here, we were on match point. I knew we wanted to win, and these guys were just being really annoying, kind of hiding in the hallway. My teammate had a good flank, and he's gonna get a pick here, right there. And I got a headshot on that guy and decided, you know what, I'm just gonna go in. Went in with the shotgun out. Teammate died, but it was fine. I was able to get in behind them and take them both out with a quick little double shotgun melee play, and you gotta love that stuff. Now here's another example of how you don't have to use the charge axions at the beginning of a round. I use it midway through here. It charges all 3 of them, and I was just smacking them after that. Take 2 out with the hand cannon, then knew I could push with the shotgun. That's exactly what I did, because I was not going to give that res up for free, and that secured us the round perfectly. And coming into this next play here, I was holding down, double tap that guy, and wanted to get a different angle, so I started reloading just to have that, and then blinked all the way over here. Now I charge the Axion again, and that gets me 2 free kills. You can't go wrong there. Then I got this guy, double tapped him, took the shotgun out, and finished him off, and that secured us the entire match. So that was a great way to finish that one off. Now again, we have another play here where I got really ballsy, and it still did end up working out. Again, I usually only do these plays when it's like match point, like it is right here, and we're up 4-1. So I knew I could go that crazy, and by that point I knew I could count on my teammates to clean up, and that's exactly what we did, and we won the match. Now here, this was a bad start. My teammates are both dead, so I knew if I wanted to clutch, I had to 1v3. Luckily, they started throwing their bodies at me one by one, and I knew I was a better player than any of them. So if they did face me one-on-one every time, I won, and that's exactly what happened. I just took them all out, one by one, single file, and won that round, and in my opinion, earned it pretty well. So, coming in here, I was looking for the enemies, and like I said, I love taking this route. Now, we traded pretty well there, about equal damage. But teammate came in and helped out. I got stuck on a nade, so I blinked straight up, mapped that guy, slid in here, and mapped this guy. And I just love this shotgun so much. If you don't have one, definitely go grab one. So with this play, I just wanted to show you I got some nice revenge on this hunter. They're always hopping over our heads, so this time I baited him by blinking into the ceiling, which knocked me down faster, and right on top of him, and he was so confused. This next play coming up is going to be our last one, but you definitely want to see it. I have an amazing Nova Warp here. Now we go down, and my teammates are dying left and right. It was 4-4, so it was right to the wire, and I knew if I wanted to win, I had to clutch, and my way to clutch was going to be with that Nova Warp. Now, they still had a shadow shot. I was thinking it might come through this doorway, but they did not, so I didn't get that first kill. But they do use that shadow shot. I used some great movement to get up next to him, take him out, and then a second later, take his buddy out. I hid behind this pillar here just in case this guy was going to gun me down, but he wasn't. So I got up behind him, used a burst, and then used my shotgun to take him out and secure that match for us. Hey guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to drop me a like and a comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you want to see me upload in the future. Anything you can leave is a big help, and if you want to ask me any questions, leave that in the comments, or you can join the Blinkfield Discord server, which I'll have linked in the comments if you want to have a conversation with me or any of your fellow Blink Warlocks. This has been a pretty fun trials. Unfortunately, I'm not going to have too much time to play for the rest of the weekend, but I got some good plays tonight and had some fun. I love Javelin, it's a great trials map, and I have a whole Javelin Blink map guide if you guys want to see that as well. And like I said, go check out that Nova Warp guide as well if you're interested in that. That's all I have for you now though. Have a great day, Guardians.